So hello everybody and welcome to today's Section 5 matchup between the Hornell Red Raiders and the Wellsville Lions. I'm Bob Pleasure, broadcasting from the Simmons and Rockwell broadcast booth here from the Wellsville Elementary School athletic facilities. The Wellsville Lions come in with a 10-3, and they're in first place in Class B. There's only B, there's no B1 and B2, and it changes every year. The girls softball does have B1 too, but this is B only. And the Wellsville Lions sit atop the B classification. Hornell sitting near the bottom. They're not in last place. There is a team that has yet to win a game, and I can't remember which it was. But Hornell 2-8, winning 2 out of their last 3 games. So trying to right that ship. I said they're playing everything for sectionals anyways. So get out there and have fun. And we'll see what happens. The construction is continuing on here as they are putting a new press box, look like bathrooms and everything over there. I wanted it to be nice to set up, because that's where I used to set up, is up top in the old press box system. Hopefully it's going to be the same way when everything's complete. So they're introducing the reserves. Trenton Green is going to be on the mound for the Lions.
In center field, number 17, Ben Wolfner.
Wolfter, I think they call, not Woolly, not Woollever.
In right field, number 22, Lucas Hancock. The Red Raiders are coached by Chris Van Leeuwen. And now introducing your 2025 Wellsville Lions. First reserves, number 1, Cam Madison. Number 17, Brennan Geffers. Number 25, Matt Ritter. And now your starting lineup at third base, number 2, Aiden Coburn. At shortstop, number 11, Tyler Vogel. On the mound, number 10, Trenton Green. At first base, number 15, Carson Grover. At second base, number 8, Andrew Ordaway. In right field, number 20, Carter Grover. Behind the plate, number 3, Tyler Ware. In center field, number 12, Cam Lyons. And in right field, in left field rather, number 21, Gavin Haggerty. The Lions are coached by Mr. Tom Delahunt. He is assisted by Mr. John Anderson, Mr. Shane Vogel, and Mr. Matt Havens. And now will you please stand and remove your hats in honor of our nation with the playing of the national anthem.
Hello, my name is Destiny, and I've worked at Tim Hortons for 3.5 years.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, good, thanks.
So you brew coffee every 20 minutes?
We brew our original blend coffee every 20 minutes to make sure it's fresh for every guest we serve.
Thank you very much.
Really? Every 20 minutes?
Day or night. I don't know of anyone else who does that, but you can really taste the difference. So it's always fresh, always.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan Agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
So Trenton Green on the mound for the Lions. The Lions have 3 losses, one to I think AAA Cortland on that trip during spring break. They went to Tompkins County and played a couple teams. I know one was Cortland they lost to. And they did lose to Waco 14-3, I think the final score was. I don't know really the story behind that loss. Hornell played Waco a little bit better than the score, but of course the score doesn't really mean much unless you're watching the thing. But so we'll see what happens here today. Waco Wellsville, number 1 in Class B. Hornell in 15th out of 16 teams with the 2-8 record. Seamus Cork to lead things off. Hornell still trying to work out the best lineup, as this is the first time I remember Seamus being leading off. Last warm-ups. Behind the plate is Tyler Rare, the 10th grader, catching for the Lions. So Green ready to deliver. Foul for strike 1. That one a little bit wild there from fastball. You don't want to get beamed by that one. 1-1 from Green. That went in the dirt. 2-1. So 3-1, 3 straight balls here from Green. That one gets through Carter. And a double. I think that'll probably be a single and then an error. And Carson Grover. Carson. I keep calling him Carter. Sorry about that, Carson. Didn't mean to call you Carter. That went in the dirt. It's Brody Flights. Two and 0. Nobody out. Seamus Cork, the lone runner at third base for Hornell. That's low 3 and 0. Ooh. That's low. Strike 2. Walked him. So Aaron McInerney comes up in the third spot. Runners on the corners. McInerney calls for time. This one's going to drop in. Run comes home. And an RBI single. This one's going to drop in. McInerney. Run comes home. Brings up Marco Pico. A nice double play. A nice double play. Brings up Cody Cardamone. That's high. Got tagged out. Nice play by Rare that time. Brings up good Cody coverage by Green. High. Got tagged out. Nice play. I think even if he went head first that time. Rare that time. Nice try by McInerney. We'll be back.
In life, some surprises are good, and some surprises are not. You'll be pleasantly surprised by how much cash you could earn with an Apex Cashback checking account. Earn 3% cash back on your debit card purchases, and your ATM fees are refunded each month you qualify. Plus, when you refer a friend or family member to First Heritage and they open an Apex Cashback account, you'll each earn $50. Visit fhfcu.org, open your account, and refer your friends today.
After you've been injured at work, you might feel like you're up against your employer.
But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent, the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits.
Call Connors and Ferris today, as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Laura and I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our veterans, especially those who have served or are currently serving overseas.
Here at the Dagan Funeral Home, we take pride in serving the funeral needs of our veterans. We can arrange military services and, if desired, burial in a VA cemetery. We will provide an American flag, a veteran's cemetery marker, and can also apply for military death benefits.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving our veterans.
So welcome back. Aaron McInerney on the mound for Hornell. Nice sunny day. It's supposed to rain the rest of the week, as we do have the game scheduled for tomorrow. It's Hornell versus Livonia softball game. Hornell boys do not have a game tomorrow, but we'll be live for the ladies softball as Hornell hosts Livonia tomorrow night at 6 o'clock at Maple City Park. So Aiden Colburn to lead things off for the Lions. Two balls, no strikes. And that's a home run. It hit the school, I believe, or the outhouse, one or the other. So a leadoff home run for Aiden. Ties the score up at 1-0. I don't have a replay, unfortunately. It wasn't turned on. Tyler Vogel. 0-2. Low and inside, 1-2. guess it wasn't 1 and 2. I thought it was. No, it's 1 and 2. They're not keeping it on the scoreboard here, unfortunately. They have a scoreboard turned down, but they're not keeping the balls and strikes for some reason. Fouled off. Another one. And another home run. Wow, 2 batters, 2 home runs. Got to give him the chain. Whoops, I guess the scoreboard or the replay is not right, whatever it is. Let's see if it... It's got the another one. Intro and outro on it. And another home run. So 2-0. Good, how are you? Nice catch by Lucas Hancock.
Next up for the Lions, number 15, Carson Grover.
Brings up Carson Grover. Wow, this one lifted too. They are hitting some bombs here. And the second out.
Batting for the Lions, number 8, Andrew Ordaway.
Two and 0. Andrew Ordway, 11th grader. 3-0. This is going to be a base hit. So Ordway was running on the hit. Comes home easily and scores. Brings up Tyler Rare. So Ordway was running on the hit. Comes home easily. Nice play. Marco over to Nash. And that's the end of the first. But 2 home runs and a base hit score 3 runs for the Lions. It's 3-1 in favor of Wellsville. Today's game brought to you by Hand and Wrist Surgery close to home at St. James Hospital's Orthopedics Departments. Dr. Ali Mansour. Dr. Mansour is over here at Jones as well, so he services both hospitals. Thanks, Dr. Mansour. 607-385-3740. Injured, they've got you covered. Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys. Offices in Buffalo, Rochester, New York City. Call 585-262-COMP for Connors and Ferris. Proud supporters of the Bills, the Sabres, and your Hornell Red Raiders and everything. Section 5, it's Connors and Ferris. And by the Dagan Funeral Home, 30 Church Street. Cremation service is $16.95 plus the crematory fee. Thanks, Jim Dagan, Laura Pico at the Dagan Funeral Home. Again, cremation service is only $16.95. The Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. 3 great locations to serve you better. Jeff Ryan Insurance Protection you can rely on from the Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. And by Simmons and Rockwell Ford and Simmons and Rockwell Nissan. There's a shout out Simmons and Rockwell Nissan and Hornell. Top-notch sales service. Make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons and Rockwell. And Giovanni's Restaurant, the best pizza, wings, and subs. Don't forget the great salad bar at Giovanni's on Seneca Street in Hornell. Open 7 days a week. It's Giovanni's, or I love to go there. Thanks, Giovanni's. Don't forget the mac and cheese specials now. They have 2, the great mac and cheese menu. Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Lotus Street in here in Wellsville, 585-596-4129, providing quality care to the residents. Stu Bent, Allegheny County for over 30 years. It's Dr. Pat Pico. Hornell Mayor John Buckley wishes the Hornell Red Raiders good luck. Don't forget get out and vote for Mayor John Buckley this November. He's running for his 3rd term. It's Mayor John Buckley. Trenton Green on the mound here for Wellsville. Top of the 2nd inning. Cody Carnamone leads things off here in the 2nd. Offered to it. And there's strike 3. So after a rough start to the game by Green, he's struck out the first batter here in Carnamone. Brings up the catcher, Ashton Hooker. Blister in the Sun by the Violent Femmes. I remember somebody wrote this before the building that I used to be in downtown Hornell, the Federation Building. The upper floors are all just torn apart and empty for 30 or 40 years. There's a strike, and somebody painted Violent Femmes on the wall. And it was there for, that was probably from the 70s, and it was there until like 5 to 10 years ago. It's in the dirt. Green up to 22 pitches here through 1 1/3 inning. Ashton holds up. 2-1. A little late on that one, 2-2. Oh, they. Huh? I'm confused. I guess they struck him out. I thought it was the. So, strikeout by Green. So 2 strikeouts. I thought one of them was a ball there. I wonder if this is why they're getting together. It was 2-1. It's 2-1. 2-1. 2-2 now. If that's what they were talking about. Yep. I guess I wasn't that confused. So 1 out, 2-2 now. It's the first time I've seen that. Especially the batter and none of the players noticed it in the dugout and stuff. That's where you guys got to pay attention. I know I have I have to pay attention because I'm bringing it to the masses, but. So, jeez. I guess I'm really confused. So it was full count instead at that point. Well, one way I think you got a gift I think you got a gift on that. I thought it was 2-2 at that pitch, but well, whatever. We'll put him on first base. Went from being struck out to getting on first. Nick Gray coming to run. This is Ben Woolliver, the 9th grader. Nick dives back. Penny, you're watching. You're going to have to do a little wash tonight here. Nick has to keep diving back into first. I don't think he's going to throw over again. So is it 0-2, I guess? I can't hear the umpire, so. And strike 3. So 2 down. Brings up Nash Adams. 1-1, 2 outs. Nick Gray, the lone runner at first for Hornell. If you're joining us late, Wellsville had 2 home runs and a base hit to garner their 3-1 lead. Ooh, you could hear the meat. Even with the way you're walking to first. Ooh. Anyway on base, right? So right fielder Lucas Hancock, the senior, up. 2 down. Runners at first and second. He's got that low ball. Let's take a look where that pitch comes. 2 down. Runners at first and second. I guess it was good. I'm sorry. Take it back. Got that low ball. 1-1. Must be the way, because I see dirt kicking up too. It must be the glove. Go, 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 go. Keep going. Nope. So a throw to first gets errant. Swing that bat. One and 2 to Lucas. Yep. So strike 3 on Lucas. We'll be back.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Costs are rising, and the Ryan agencies are taking action. We trim the cost of your insurance with cutting-edge ideas. Want money back in your pocket? A quick call can result in savings without sacrificing coverage. The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Of course.
Yes. Have you ever asked for help yourself?
It's always tough, right? I always feel like I can solve my own problems, but eventually, you just can't deal with it on your own.
And you start to question, maybe people would be better off without me. When you realize that you're not alone, once you take that first step, there's so much support.
So welcome back. Bottom of the second inning. Brings up Cameron Lyons, a senior. One down. Brings up Gavin Haggerty. Try to get some close-ups here. Apologize of the guys here. Work, close-ups work. Of course, I shouldn't. There's gonna be a hit. Aiden got some speed. Of course, I shouldn't. There's gonna be a hit. Aiden. So Aiden now 2 for 2 speed. Home run in the first inning and double here. Adams. There is a breeze that's blowing outward a little bit, so Nash had in trouble with that one. This is Vogel, Tyler also had a home run in the first inning. Can do some damage here with the hit. One run in. Yeah, you got to get up there and grab that hustle to the ball and can't jog. You got to run. One hustle in. Yeah, you got to get up there and grab that. So hustle to the ball. 2 runs come home. Make it 5-1. Wild pitch. Every play, every kid should be hustling to the ball as fast as they possibly can get there when there's runners on base. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand it. When I coach basketball, you know where there's a good place here on the bench. You don't need to play if you're not going to hustle. One and two. 2-2. A little high, full count. It's going to be trouble. It's going to drop in. It's going to be trouble. It's going to drop in. Good hustle to the ball, Lucas. But the thing is, you're not going to stop, obviously, the base hit, but anything you can do, and I've seen it over the years, you want to prevent the guy from getting on second. There's a strike. 1-1. Carson Grover. Trenton Green on first base, the lone runner now for Wellsville. Green goes. And that one's thrown, almost a nice backup by Pico. Trenton Green on first base, the lone runner now for Wellsville. I'm not sure why Green goes over to first, and he did that at the last game too. And that one's thrown. Half time. Almost didn't look like a hard throw anyways. Pico. Throw it to second. He's not going to come back. As Green makes his way to third. Bottom of the second inning in girls softball. Wellsville up 6-1. How about that? The same score is here. Oh, this is crazy. It's 6-1 here, 6-1 there. One out here, one out there. So they're... No, let me take that back. I take that all back. I was looking at the same score. It's actually 3-0 Wellsville. They're still winning. I pressed the... And it's top of the fifth. Wow. That game is flying by. That game might have started a little bit early. I thought that. I had to look at that again. I go, that's just too funny if that was. But they were both 6-1, bottom of the second. Full count. Hit by Grover, it drives in a run. So Hornell started out putting the first batter down, but since then, he's given up 4 runs. So Andrew Ordway's up. Still an out at first. He just didn't clean the ball or play the ball cleanly, or field the ball cleanly. I'm not sure what the big problem is here. Or did he intentionally drop it? I don't know. Let's see if we can see it again here. No, he didn't cleanly field it, didn't look like to me. Because then he looks over at second. Not sure what the problem is, but so we should be 2 outs. And the runner at second. Today's game brought to you by Alfred State College. It's called Hometown Advantage. Allegheny County and Steuben County residents get $2,000 or more for every year you attend Alfred State College in the Hometown Advantage plan, including transfer students. That's over $8,000 you can earn after your 4-year degree at Alfred State College. Hit the ground running with a degree from Alfred State College. Wilkins Auto Sales, car haulers, utility trailers, dump trailers, and so much more. Check the large selection out on your way between Hornell and Almond and Alfred, or on your way back from the game today. Thanks Wilkins Auto Sales Logo Print Company across from the Hornell High School, the Logo Print Company in Hornell for embroidery, screen printing, laser printing, and so much more. Banners, t-shirts, hats. You're going to get billboards, everything you need at the Logo Print Company. Lamax Automax. Maximize your dollars every day with a trip to Lamax Automax and Lamax Pro Inch Tire and Auto. Complete auto care, including collision. Log on to Lamax Automax. That's with 2x's.com. Lamax Automax. Yeah, so they did prevail here and say 2 down. Of course, they don't have the benefit of a replay. It wasn't the cleanest replay in the world either, but so Ordway up. Grover at second base, the lone runner. One and 2 to Ordway. Ordway. It's Aordiway. Good backup by Pico that time. Grover to third. McInerney here up to 47 pitches. Shoop, doopy doop, whatever that song is. I think I was in college when that was a hit. There's a base hit. Whatever that song is. I think I was in college when that was a hit. There's a base hit. Some fans here, nice. Good crowd. I should have set up top on the track. I wonder if that would have been a little bit of better angle. Ooh, he's not safe. Let me take a look at the replay. Let's see. It's hard to tell from this angle the best, but a little bit of better angle. Ooh, he's not safe. I know. Let me take a look at the replay. Called the guy safe, even though they called him out on the field the last game. I went back and watched the replay, and sure enough, he was safe. He got under the tag by a good, quarter of a second or more, however you want to time it. But anyways, we'll be back.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
We're opening doors to your future at Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Combine tech skills and knowledge to analyze problems and succeed together. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
Hello, my name is Destiny, and I've worked at Tim Hortons for 3.5 years. Hey, how are you?
Good, thanks.
So you brew coffee every 20 minutes?
We brew our original blend coffee every 20 minutes to make sure it's fresh for every guest we serve.
Thank you very much.
Really? Every 20 minutes?
Day or night. I don't know of anyone else who does that, but you can really taste the difference. So it's always fresh, always.
Top of the order for Hornell, Seamus Cork lead things off. Seamus crossed the plate as the lone runner to score for Hornell, hence the 8-1 score. The thing is with Hornell, they're a bunch of good athletes. They all are very good athletes, and it's just not been able to put it together. A lot of it's hustle, a lot of it's, just errors and mistakes they're going to have, but just haven't put it together. They've been in a lot of games too, and then, toward the 4th or 5th and 6th innings, they seem to collapse, and could be pitching too as well. They don't have a deep pitching staff, but it happens. You can't win every year. Well, they didn't win last year either, but I think they won 5 games last year. Nice hustle by Seamus. He'll drop third strike. Safe at first. Good hustle. Brings up left fielder Brody Flight. So Seamus called out. Yep. Nice play. So Seamus called out. Rare. One and two count to Brody. And Flights goes down. 2 outs. And the 3rd out. Stillwater Restaurant, they're listening. That's owned by the same family that owns Giovanni's, the Vogel family. Today's game brought to you by LaMax Automax. Maximize your dollars every day with a trip to LaMax Automax. LaMax Pro Wrench Tire and Auto. Complete auto care, including collision, at LaMax Automax. Log on to LaMax Automax. That's with 2x's.com. Check out their complete inventory of used cars, trucks, autos. Cars, trucks, and vans, I should say. And by Twin Hickory Golf Club, 18 challenging holes. Thanks to the Sherburne family for a proud supporter here of Pike Sports. Thanks. TwinHickoryGolfClub.com. Check out membership rates and so on. You can buy gift certificates as well right online at Twin Hickory Golf Club. Sorry, I thought somebody was talking to me. One of the players came over. I don't know if I had a drink. I was like, what? He's talking to his parents right behind me. Maple City Collision Auto Body Repair Shop. All makes and models all years at Maple City Collision. Bring it in to Maple City Collision. Butler Excavating and Concrete, City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair. Call 324-7400. Thanks, Brian Butler, Mike Hess, Darryl Howell, and the crew at Butler Excavating and City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair. Apex Chiropractic. Thanks, Dr. Joseph McKay. Call him at 607-382-3751. Apex, that means the best, the top. Helping you achieve new heights in wellness. He's a professor of nutrition and a professional natural bodybuilder. It's Apex. And John and Dagan General and Trial Practice, proudly serving the Southern Tier since 1989. Call 324-6690 for John and Dagan. Thanks, John, for all your support over the years. And by Giglio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, 382-0836. Chad Giglio, 24-a-day emergency service, fully bonded and insured. And Rustic Lux. Don't throw that piece of furniture away. Bring it into Rustic Lux for reloved, refurbished furniture. Check out their huge showroom. Like I said, I was in there last week. Just a great selection of different stuff. Picked up a couple items. And Wine Chiropractic Associates, back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs. Call Dr. John Wine, Dr. Richikowski at Wine Chiropractic Associates. Tim Hortons on Seneca Street in Hornell, 111 Seneca Street, across the Hornell Armory. All your favorites, coffees, and so much more. Donuts. Don't forget the Timbits and sandwiches and specials you can get at Tim Hortons right on Main Street, on Seneca Street, right in Hornell. Brings up Tyler Rare. Low and inside. Two and 0. Two and 1. This one lifts. It's going to be caught by Flights. So one down, but remember the last inning, Hornell had one down. First batter they put down and then went on a 5-0 run there, 5-run inning. So anything can happen here. Outside.
number 21, Gavin Haggerty.
So runner on first, and Cameron Lyons brings up Gavin Haggerty. Haggerty squares the bunt. And a wild throw. Nice backup by Hancock. Runners on the corners. Base hit. I guess they need one, their first batter to get out before they come alive, so that scores another run. That was Coburn with that hit. Or Coburn, I'm sorry, Aiden Coburn with that hit. I didn't realize they were up. They were back at the top of the batting order again. And now Tyler Vogel up. Tyler Vogel 2 for 2. That's Coburn's 3 for 3 now. Of course, that's why he's the leadoff. Another base hit. Of course, that's why he's the leadoff. Another base hit. So a timeout on the field. They're going to come talk to Aaron. Today's game brought to you by First Heritage Federal Credit Union, the corners of Mays and Seneca Street. All your financial needs at First Heritage. They're my bank. They should be yours. It's First Heritage Federal Credit Union. So they are replacing so Logan Vondrachek is coming in to pitch. We'll be back.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
In life, some surprises are good, and some surprises are not. You'll be pleasantly surprised by how much cash you could earn with an Apex Cashback checking account. Earn 3% cash back on your debit card purchases, and your ATM fees are refunded each month you qualify. Plus, when you refer a friend or family member to First Heritage and they open an Apex Cashback account, you'll each earn $50. Visit fhfcu.org, open your account, and refer your friends today.
After you've been injured at work, you might feel like you're up against your employer.
But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent, the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits.
Call Connors and Ferris today, as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
So welcome back. As the sun went down, so it got pretty dark. Here we go. Logan Vondracek on the mound here now for Hornell. Means I got to change the scoreboard to say his name. Let me see. You'd think I would know it, but Vond Race EK. Okay. Two and 0. 13 hits by Wellsville today. Nice stop. Oh, and sorry, I missed that one. But there is a force out there. I wasn't looking at my camera like I should be. I apologize. Nice stop. Nice job by Seamus. Oh, and lost. Sorry, I missed that one. That. So two down. There is a force out there. Brings up Carson Grover. It's the first time I've seen Logan on the mound this year. I could be wrong, but I don't remember him pitching before, unless he came in relief, which he did this time. But 1-1. I'm actually kind of surprised they put the scoreboard where they did here in the stadium and not maybe in center field or over a little bit, because people sitting in the stands here can't see the scoreboard, I don't think. Plus, if you want to sit and watch from your car and stuff, you can't. It's hard to see too. Ifs, ands, or buts, though, are obviously. And there's strike three. So we go to the top of the fourth after this.
Laura and I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our veterans, especially those who have served or are currently serving overseas.
Here at the Dagan Funeral Home, we take pride in serving the funeral needs of our veterans. We can arrange military services and, if desired, burial in a VA cemetery. We will provide an American flag, a veterans cemetery marker, and can also apply for military death benefits.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving our veterans.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Costs are rising, and the Ryan agencies are taking action. We trim the cost of your insurance with cutting-edge ideas. Want money back in your pocket? A quick call can result in savings without sacrificing coverage. The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
Again, welcome everybody. If you're just joining us to Wellsville, New York, it's Hornell versus Wellsville. Hornell with a 2-8 record. Wellsville first place in Class B with a 10-3 record. Marco Pico takes a strike. Let's check in on the I was going to say the score at softball, but the Hornell girls get blanked 12-0. I do have to go to the box score here because the Dunbar girl, I think it was Dunbar. Went through the perfect game, I think, the last time Hornell played them. This time it was Perry. And she gave up 1 hit in that game. So the Hornell Lady Raiders fall 12-0. Who pitched for Hornell? Let me go back and check that out. Oh, Alexis Smith. Went the whole game, complete game. So full count. And 1 down. Brings up Cody, 0 for 1 today. I'm going to try this now with Hornell. Zoom in and see if they can get hits here. It worked for Wellsville. That one's high, 1-1. Beautiful day. And again, scheduled for tomorrow is the girls' softball game as they host Livonia, but it's supposed to rain. Hopefully it'll hold off. Love to do a softball game again here. I've only done one, and it was an away game. Two and two. And behind on that one is Cody goes down for 2 outs.
Batting number 13, Ashton Hooker.
So the catcher Ashton Hooker up. Onto the track. OPP. So 2 down. Ashton 1-1 count. That skims the dirt. 2-1. 59 pitches for Trenton. Can't believe how nice it's been the last couple of days. Just because we've had such bad weather. Let's take a peek at the weather. It's 81 degrees right now. And the rain is supposed to start at 6 a.m. and continue all day tomorrow. So hopefully it'll stop and we can get that softball game in. But if not, we'll see you on Wednesday because Hornell's either baseball or softball has a game scheduled every single day. Makeups and regular scheduled games. Well, let's go to the future broadcast. Well, Wednesday afternoon it's supposed to clear up. It's supposed to rain right through Wednesday morning. And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, thunderstorms. At least the temperature is getting there. There's a strike. 0-2. I think it's 1-2, isn't it? But it could be 0-2. With 2 outs, he's going to concentrate on the batter, I think. Yeah, but I was right. 2-2. They just changed the scoreboard here. I'm way far away, and I can tell. I'm that good. So there's a strikeout. Today's game brought to you by, you can hear the Alfred State College here It's called Advanced Hand Wrist Surgery right in Hornell. And they do it here in Jones and in Wellsville as well, because both of them share the services of Dr. Ali Mansour, MD, an orthopedic surgeon. Give him a call, 685-385-3740. Dr. Ali Mansour, Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorney. His office is in Buffalo, Rochester, New York City. Call 585-262-COMP for Connors and Ferris, proud supporters of the Bills, the Sabres. Everything Section 5, your Hornell Red Raiders. And the Dagan Funeral Home, 38 Church Street. Cremation service is $16.95 plus the crematory fee. Thanks, Jim Dagan, Laura Pico at the Dagan Funeral. Of course, they got veteran services, everything you need. Marker flag, of course, veterans financial death benefits as well. They'll check on all that to you. So many services that the Dagan Funeral Home offers you. Ryan Agencies with Hornell, Jasper, and right here in Wellsville. Home, auto, business, and so much more at the Ryan Agencies. The Ryan Agencies. Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan, right across the street from each other. Top-notch sales service, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at one of those two great locations, or buy a car at both at Simmons and Rockwell. Giovanni's, the best pizza, wings, subs. Don't forget that delicious, great salad bar with all your favorites on it. At Giovanni's, open 7 days a week, Monday and Thursday, 11 to 9, Friday, Saturday, 11 to 10, and noon to 9. Thank you, Giovanni's. And, of course, the same owners own the Pizza King here in Wellsville, so stop on over. I think I'll stop and get a slice on the way back. Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Loader Street, 585-596-4129, providing quality care to the residents of Steuben, Allegheny County for over 25 years, over 30 years, actually. Dr. Pat Pico. Don't want to date him. Good luck to the Hornell Red Raiders from Hornell City Mayor John Buckley, experienced leadership, always moving Hornell forward and working for the betterment of the community. Vote this November, Mayor John Buckley. And Alfred State College hit the ground running with a degree from Alfred State College. Hometown advantage, over $2,000 per year of each year you attend Alfred State College, and free money. That's on top of grants, loans, anything you want. It's free money from Alfred State College, the best deal in education. So Logan Vandercheck on the mound. And that one gets through. It's hard to tell if Cody got a glove on it or not. Let's see. And that one gets in front of him. It was hard. It was a hard hit ball, but the problem is it's easy for me to say get in front of that ball, but none of these stadiums, the fields are in great shape because, in fact, I'd be wearing a mouth protector or a mouth guard or something because in Hornell, here, everywhere you go, the field maintenance, the grounds and stuff are really nice, but they don't roll the field like they should, and it just, that ball careens and kicks, and everywhere else you might take one to the face. Carson Grover at the plate. 1-1 to him. Nobody out. Bottom of the fourth. So Ordway steals the base. parents are right behind me. He came over a couple times. He's the one I think said something about drink. I thought he was talking to me. He was talking to his parents. Three and one count to Grover. There's a walk. Pass ball with Ordway going to go to second. I'll give a shot of Mrs. Anderson. She sits a couple innings in the car there, and then she gets out and watches her son John Anderson, an assistant coach, loves Wellsville sports. Got to get myself one of those hats for protect my head and neck. Popped backwards. Today's game brought to you by Wilkins Auto Sales. Car haulers, utility trailers, dump trailers, anything you need right there at Wilkins Auto Sales, where the old Wilkins RV used to be. On your way out of Hornell, Route 21. This is Matthew Ritter. Ritter right back to Vondracek.
Next up for the Lions, number 12, Cam Lyons.
It's actually 10-1. I don't know why I made it 11-1. It is 11-1 now. Okay, that's why, because it is 11-1. Brings up Cameron Lyons. Lyons 1 for 2 today. One out. The lone runner is Grover at second. Dun, 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 dun. Trying to think what that song goes to. Is it an Italian song? Nice throw by Cody. So check the runner. Try to keep Grover where it was, but it's just too long of a throw you got to make to. Grover probably has a nice little lead off there, and it's going to advance no matter what. Just wanted to make sure he didn't get to run home, but nice throw. Good job by Cody. It's 2 down. Brings up the senior Gavin Haggerty with his 1 for 1. There's a strike. He must have been practicing up on the upper field, because there's a team coming down with their baseball gear. I think that's baseball, or is that lacrosse? I'm not even sure. I can't see that close. I don't see lacrosse nets up there, though. So 3-1. Grover, the lone runner, at third. And he walks him. So top of the order with Aiden Coburn, who's 3 for 3, has a home run and a couple of hits. Pops that one up. Coburn with the RBI single, his last at bat. That one outside, 1-2. 14 hits, 11 runs off 14 hits for Wellsville, 1 run off 2 hits for Hornell. So, and there's a strikeout. It's a good job by Vondracek. Uh-oh, they're playing the Timmy trumpet. Today's game brought to you by the Logo Print Company across from the Hornell High School. It's the Logo Print Company, embroidery, screen printing, laser printing, hats, t-shirts, billboards, anything you need. The Logo Print Company did. You got to stop in there. Quite an operation at the Logo Print Company. Lamax Automax, maximize your dollars every day with a trip to Lamax Automax and Lamax Pro Wrench Tire and Auto, complete auto care including collision at Lamax Automax in Hornell. And Twin Hickory Golf Club, 18 challenging holes overlooking the beautiful Canisteel Valley. It's Twin Hickory. Thanks to the Sherburne family. Oh, it's a beautiful golf course up there at Twin Hickory. You can see that picture. Doesn't do it justice because it's one of the most beautiful views in the valley at Twin Hickory. Maple City Collision Auto Body Repair Shop. All makes and models, all years. It's the Logo Print Company. Or I'm sorry, what did I say? Logo Print Company. I meant to say Maple City Collision. Good game today.
Yeah, we cooked. Did you watch it? It was good.
No.
Yeah, we won. They scored all their points in the 6th inning.
Did they really? So, update on that girls' softball game. They did score all their runs. Hornell did play very well, I guess, that game. And I got to look back at that. Because they said they actually did play, Hornell did play very well, but lost all their. Let me see the box score here. Okay, so Wellsville scored 1 run in the 3rd, so they did play well. 2 runs in the 4th, 4 in the 5th, and 5 in the 6th. So, started out very good. It's like Hornell baseball the same way. They start out strong and seem to falter a little bit. I'll be bringing that softball game tomorrow to you, Hornell-Wellsville, if it doesn't rain, which it's supposed to. Cross your fingers. So Nash Adams to lead things off for Hornell. Not sure what's going on here. I turned away because I had to update the scoreboard. The organ's playing a little ABBA. Dancing Queen. Long and lean. I'm not sure if that's the. I don't even know what the. Something happened? Are they making changes here? I know Gavin Haggerty's pitching now, but. Somebody get hurt? I want to thank Butler Excavating and Concrete, City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair. They do everything. Need a house built, need one torn down. How about pavement, concrete? And City View Towing's a full auto body repair or auto repair shop at City View. And by Apex Chiropractic, helping you achieve new heights and wellness, Dr. Joseph McKay, 44 Genesee Street in Hornell. Thanks, Dr. McKay. He's a professor of nutrition and a professional natural bodybuilder. Apex. Nash fouls one back. That can't be the first pitch to Nash, is it? Let's see. Nice cover. Grover to Haggerty for 1 out. It's going to bring up Lucas Hancock. Low. Thanks, John and Dagan, General and Trial Practice, proudly serving the Southern Tier since 1989. Call 324-6690. All types of law. That's in the dirt. 2-0. Lucas 0 for 1. Make sure I got the score right. It's 12-1. Apologize about that. There's a strike from Haggerty. Swings through that one. 2-2. Popped up. Oops, can't focus. There we go. Underneath it was Lions. Great name for the Lions, plays for the Lions. It's kind of like the town, the village of Lions. Their team name's the Lions, so they're the Lions. Of course, it would be, well, they could have called them the Tigers. This is top of the order, Seamus Cork with 2 outs. We're now down to their last batter. Wellsville scoring in every inning of this game, scoring 3 in the first, 5 in the second inning, and then 2 apiece in the third and fourth. 2-0 count to Seamus. There's a base hit. So Cork keeps the game alive here. Cork and Carson talking to each other, both smiling. Nice hustle by Jeffers. Doesn't want to get scraped up going into this fence. You can see it. Look, is that, it's got to be so rusty. That fence is. I don't think I'd want to be running into that fence at any kind of speed. Like the flying squirrel there, when they in Major League Baseball, they kind of jump and they can go right into that netting. Here, take half your skin off. So 2 down. 2-0 count to Brody Flights. What the heck happened there? Oh, he threw over to first. Okay. 2-2, down to their last strike. Full count. I always want to shout out to Laura Pico, who does the book and does the Game Changer, does basketball book and everything. She's a hard worker for no pay. And there's a walk by Flights. So if you want to follow, I should put I think I will from now on put up the QR code to take you to the Game Changer, so those that walking at home can, it gives you, what they've done during the game, each player, and what the pitch count, all that stuff is. And out. So Flights got caught off the bag. And that's going to do it. So I want to thank everybody for joining us. I want to thank all my advertisers. Give you a quick finish of those. Gilio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, and Rustic Lux. Thanks for all your support. Back and neck pain, headaches, all your spine care needs from Dr. John Wine, Dr. Rich Zukowski at Wine Chiropractic. And by First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Open an Apex checking account. Check out all the financial services that First Heritage can offer you at First Heritage Federal Credit Union. And, of course, Tim Hortons on Seneca Street in Hornell. Tim Hortons, 111 Seneca Street. All your favorites from Tim Hortons, coffees, drinks, and don't forget the Timbits and the great donuts and sandwiches. Everything you can get from Tim Hortons. Check out their menu online, Tim Hortons. So your final 12-1. I want to thank you for joining us, everybody. And don't forget, if it doesn't rain, which it looks like there's like a 90% chance it's going to, Hornell Lady Raiders host Livonia tomorrow from Maple City Park in Hornell. We'll be bringing that game live to you. And like I said, there's games every night this week, so make sure you can join us in those games. If just log on to Pike Sports on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Check out the schedules and whether we're going to go live or not. So congratulations to the Wellsville Lions. I want to thank everybody for joining us. It's 12-1 is your final. Wellsville improves to 11-3. Hornell drops down to 2-9. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Good night, everybody.
Have you ever helped a fellow veteran?
Of course.
Yes. Have you ever asked for help yourself?
It's always tough, right? I always feel like I can solve my own problems, but eventually, you just can't deal with it on your own.
And you start to question maybe people would be better off without me. When you realize that you're not alone, once you take that first step, there's so much support.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
We're opening doors to your future at Alfred State, the #1 SUNY Regional College. Combine tech skills and knowledge to analyze problems and succeed together. Launch your career with ASC Career Paths at alfredstate.edu.
Hello, my name is Destiny, and I've worked at Tim Hortons for 3.5 years. How are you?
Good, thanks.
So you brew coffee every 20 minutes?
We brew our original blend coffee every 20 minutes to make sure it's fresh for every guest we serve.
Thank you very much.
Really? Every 20 minutes?
Day or night. I don't know of anyone else who does that, but you can really taste the difference. So it's always fresh, always.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
In life, some surprises are good, and some surprises are not. You'll be pleasantly surprised by how much cash you could earn with an Apex Cashback checking account. Earn 3% cash back on your debit card purchases, and your ATM fees are refunded each month you qualify. Plus, when you refer a friend or family member to First Heritage and they open an Apex Cashback account, you'll each earn $50. Visit fhfcu.org, open your account, and refer your friends today.
After you've been injured at work, you might feel like you're up against your employer.
But the truth is, your employer isn't the opponent, the insurance company is. You need a workers' comp attorney with the knowledge and experience to maximize your benefits.
Call Connors and Ferris today, as we have dedicated over 20 years of our professional careers to helping injured workers.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Laura and I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our veterans, especially those who have served or are currently serving overseas.
Here at the Dagan Funeral Home, we take pride in serving the funeral needs of our veterans. We can arrange military services and, if desired, burial in a VA cemetery. We will provide an American flag, a veteran's cemetery marker, and can also apply for military death benefits.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving our veterans.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Costs are rising, and the Ryan agencies are taking action. We trim the cost of your insurance with cutting-edge ideas. Want money back in your pocket? A quick call can result in savings without sacrificing coverage. The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.